Start us with an opening statement before moving on to questions.
Well, I want to thank our fans for coming out tonight, and just providing energy in the building, our students as well. I want to definitely say let's get out and support number 25 volleyball program. Coach Sullivan and her ladies have done a tremendous job versus number 21 Florida. That game will be tomorrow at the Hearns at 7 p.m. So they need us. It's our house. We need to protect it. How we need to protect it. It's just been awesome to see the growth of that program, and obviously now have an opportunity to cut down some nets, hang some banners, hold up some trophies, and they need our help. So let's go out there and give them our best. As it relates to the game, I thought our guys put two halves of basketball together. I went with a different starting lineup in the second half, went with more shooting. And that gave us different versatility. Went smaller, took Josh Gray out, added Mark Mitchell, added Cruz, put Grill in, and obviously from there we were able to continue with a great shooting performance. I thought having the assist to turnover ratio that we had was awesome to see, but also it was great to see some of our young guys play the minutes that they played, get some nerves and jitters away from them, and ultimately continue to grow in experience.
Questions?
Coach, you guys tied the program record for margin of victory tonight. Just what's kind of your reaction when you hear that?
Well, first I want to, respect to Mississippi Valley State. We don't go out there to try to break records like that, but I thought our guys didn't turn the ball over. They were able to get to the free throw line, but we knocked down 15 threes. We were able to get them out of their zone. And that's just, these two guys up here to my left and right, I want them to shoot the ball with that confidence. I want them to go out there and do what they need to do. And that just speaks for our depth, man. And, we don't go out to break records of such. We just go out and try to give our very best. And I thought our guys did.
Marques, you weren't just making threes, you were hitting them from pretty far away. Can you just talk about the kind of green light that Coach Gates gives you and how that helps you, especially when you have open shots?
Yeah, it's just I've been doing those things for years now, and coming here at Coach Gates, he gave me that green light from the recruiting process. Basically, since day one, he's told me just let it fly, just shoot whenever you're open, create for yourself, for others as well too. So it's just things I've been doing for a long time now.
Jacob, you in the second half or first half, you had where you caught the ball in the right wing and pass fake the girl in the corner and shot the three and made it. Can you walk me through that play?
Well, we play fast, we want to get out and run, and we did. He got kicked to me, and obviously Grill has had some great games, and he definitely had a lot of threes the last game before, and seeing him in the corner calling for it, I just knew, they would bite on him for sure, credit to him being such a threat. He gave me an easy three.
Well, I want to say this. Carmen Cruz has done a great job coaching her husband. She's back there in the back. Carmen, good to see you and JJ. And she helps me out coaching this young man, because ultimately you got to look at the level of sacrifice that he's taken to be at this level, but also prove not only to himself but to others that he belonged. He's shown patience. Both these guys have shown patience in these first couple games. And they're asked to play different roles than they've ever played at this moment. And what I've tried to focus on is it's not about starting, it's about just getting minutes, right? And you'll get your opportunity, just make sure you take advantage of it. And I want both of them to shoot, because in their stats, you look at their history, their style of play, they've done a tremendous job behind the arc, and they give us a dimension that we don't have that's gonna help us. But I just wanna shout out Carmen Cruz and little JJ out there. That's my other recruit, little JJ, gonna play for me one day. But keeping this guy positive, and that's what it's about. That's his daily inspiration, and it shows.
Coach, you guys had 19 assists and 5 turnovers. I know you talked about the ratio a little bit, but it looked like you guys were finding the one more pass consistently tonight. What do you like from that aspect of the game?
What I like is the sacrifice, the energy that was in the ball that was given to our team on the defensive end. I thought guys were able to execute, but now able to sprint to their wings, have excellent spacing, and give themselves an opportunity to play 2 versus 1. And, you know, being able to swing one more is just a level of unselfishness. But the other unselfish players, those guys being able to cut and sprint and open up opportunities and put pressure on the basket. So those are things, and I'll find more things on the film, but I just thought that allowed us a presence to have that assist to turnover ratio that I've been looking for the last 3 games.
Coach, I think you had the first lineup of all underclassmen with about 3 minutes to go in the first half there. Just what stood out about some of the young guys tonight in particular?
Well, ever since June, they've practiced that way. I've practiced that team together for the entire summer and fall, and they've done a tremendous job. So I just think when you make sure these guys have experience, no matter who starts, no matter who's in, they just got to be ready to get these reps, because those practice reps lead into game reps. As it relates to our upperclassmen, those guys have reps. These freshmen just need to continue to get better. We got to make sure that they have no breaks in practice, so they can just get with what it takes to be a Division I athlete, what it takes to be a Power 5 player, and what it takes, you know, based off where they want their future to be. It gives them a foundation of where they want to continue to build upon, and I just thought it was seamless based off of practice and now.
Coach, you've talked a lot about.
Can you guys ask these guys questions? I'll stay as long as y'all need.
Yeah.
I'll get you. You'll be my first question.
Marques and Jacob, when Coach talks about y'all playing different roles than you ever have in your career, what kind of an adjustment has that been for you guys so far this season?
There's been a lot of growth and just learning and patience for sure. For me, just being able to play more on the ball and just bring up the ball with my hands, stuff like that. Some stuff I wasn't used to being at my old school, but and just being more of a leader for sure. I've talked more than I've ever talked on the court, and so it's just, like I said, a lot of growth and a lot of patience with that.
Yeah, definitely. It's a sacrifice because, you know, at this level, it's totally different than the level I was at, and you know, something Coach Gates is very good at and is being transparent with you. And you know, I trust him, and I know what he's doing is best for me. And you know, something that's big is he wants you to do, you know, offense, but like defense was something he's always, you know, sat there and pushed towards me, because he's like, you know, I know what you can do on offense. You know, everybody knows what you're gonna do on offense. He's like, now let's do something with defense. Let's be vocal. Let's get out of your comfort zone. And I think that's something that he's pushed on me. Is like, you know, I want to see what you're like when you're uncomfortable, and that's what's gonna bring out the best in me. And obviously, I've been trusting it, and I've been seeing results. So, you know, credit to Coach Gates for bringing that out of me.
Credit Coach Carmen.
Carmen too, as well.
Jacob, you started the last 2 games a little slow, just with your shot. How did it feel tonight? Looked like it looked more comfortable and was going in.
You know, just trusting. I mean, I made a ton of threes, and you know, that's the thing I do, and I practice it all the time. So you know, just shots, getting reps in games, and just, you know, focusing on the defensive end, and then knowing the offense will come. You know, that's about it.
For Jacob and Marques, when the shots are dropping like they did tonight, is this a good time or a bad time for a week break?
You know, we love all the shots going in and stuff like that, and especially what we did on defensive end for sure. And you know, we enjoyed the win in the week before the next game, but it's just about, you know, getting stops and you know, just the game goals that we had in mind for sure. So, and shots, making the shots is just a plus for us. So.
Work's definitely not over. It might say off day, but the guys we have, obviously we want to be in the gym. You know, we have gym rats, and you know, we're gonna get in the gym still. I mean, let's not get that twisted. You know, we knew we have a lot of work to do. It was a great game. That's fine and all, but you know, we got a long season still. We know what we have to do, and I mean, it was great to see the shots go in, but you know, we got a lot of work to do still.
Yeah, and just for the players, just 7 guys in double figures, just kind of how fun is that to be a part of?
It's great, you know, seeing everybody get to eat like that is amazing. You know, you cheer them on, and you know, everybody wants what's best for everyone here. You know, there's no jealousy or anything like that. Everybody is just happy for everyone, and you know, having a program like that, it's important. You know, because you know, I've been in systems where that could break a team, and I've seen and been a part of a team that's been broken and had a lot of potential. And you know, one thing about potential, you know, you got to work it, and I think that's what we're doing here, and that was a result of tonight.
questions for me.
In the second half, it seemed like you guys were able to have some fun out there. Like, how good does that feel in front of a home crowd and stuff like that?
It's for the fans, and that's why they stayed in the seats. I think that shows respect to the style of play, how hard these guys go out and give up their bodies every single night. And it's the respect level that I think our fans appreciate. They're basketball educated, and you know, sometimes they just want to enjoy a great game and great performances, but most importantly, they want to see players play hard. And they saw our guys play hard. They saw them play together, and that will keep people in their seats away from going home, but also keep them loud, keep them engaged. And I'm definitely always, you guys hear me credit our fans all the time, and those are the specific reasons. This culture here in our city, our platform, it's a tremendous place, and the city just shows that by having a game like this. I think other schools, you would have probably saw fans go home. To be honest with you, you saw a lot of them go home, but our fans stayed, and it showed.
Coach, you talked a lot about getting to the free throw line. Your team got their 35 free throw shots today. How'd you feel about your team's performance from the line?
I love the free throw attempts. I don't like the execution on the free throw line. I thought we had the right guys up there to be able to knock down shots. Trent Pierce cannot go 4 for 7. Mark Mitchell went 3 for 6. Honor Boateng went 4 for 6. We had Caleb Grill go 5 for 5, which was great. Aiden Shaw 0 for 2. Peyton Marshall 1 for 4. Those guys need to execute on that line because it does give you confidence, and you never know what you can do after seeing the ball go in twice. You know, once the live play sets in, it can give you confidence, and I just want our guys to continue to get there, continue to execute, and hopefully we can continue to get to the line.
And just to follow up, is there something that can change for them to execute, or is it just more shots in the gym?
No, it's just moments. I think they get so high, you got to look at the exhaustion rate, where guys are in the game, how long they've been there. Some can be cold, some can be overexerted. I think when you look at it, you have to get to that Zen-like level and lower your own post rate, get in the moment, and just go up there and do what you've been practicing. We practice a lot of free throws. We get in those moments. I just don't want our guys to have pressure when they get up there, and they'll continue to get better at it.
Coach, we haven't seen Trent Burns or T.O. Barrett yet this season. Has there been a decision made on whether they'll redshirt or not this season?
No, I have never thought about that at this moment, without a doubt. So, good question.
Time for one last question.
Coach,
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
Oh yeah, Tony Perkins didn't play, and I saw online that it was a leg injury. Can you give us update on that?
Well, Tony's been having great practices. I just look at it from this standpoint. It wasn't worth one game. That's how I see it. And when you have depth, you can make those types of decisions. But it's not worth. He could have played, but it's just not worth one game. I didn't want to. We got a break coming up, and when you have breaks, you get rest. So that was just a decision I made, and I'm thankful these guys were able to play more and get the opportunity.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Thanks,
All right.
Marques.
MIZ.
Thanks, Coach.